Welcome to Chapter 10, in which we will focus on diversity management. It is the exploration of differences, race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, in a safe, positive, and nurturing environment. It is about understanding each other and moving beyond simple tolerance to embracing and celebrating the rich dimensions of diversity contained within each individual. When the countries started to export and import services, goods, and customs, the need of diversity education and diversity management was strongly felt. Many European Union strategies and programs facilitate young people's access to diversity education. Youth are encouraged to learn about other cultures and civilizations in such a way that they will be able to fight against stereotyping, not be a part in supporting discrimination. European Union legislation not only promotes diversity, but it also protects it. Directive 2000/43 EC prohibits discrimination based on racial and ethnic origins in different areas: employment, social protection, social security, and social benefits, education, and access to and supply of goods and services. Directive 2006/54 EC defines the concept of sexual harassment and discriminations, imposes sanctions, and promotes the equality of treatment between men and women. Directive 2000/78 EC prohibits direct and indirect discriminations based on religion, belief, disability, age, and sexual orientation in the employment areas. Directive 2010/41 EU concerns the application of the principle of equal treatment between men and women engaged in a self-employed occupation. European Union legislation not only promotes diversity, but it also protects it. Directive 2000/43 EC prohibits discrimination based on racial and ethnic origins in different areas: employment, social protection, social security, and social benefits, education, and access to and supply of goods and services. Directive 2006/54 EC defines the concept of sexual harassment and discriminations, imposes sanctions, and promotes the equality of treatment between men and women. Directive 2000/78 EC prohibits direct and indirect discriminations based on religion, belief, disability, age, and sexual orientation in the employment areas. Directive 2010/41 EU concerns the application of the principle of equal treatment between men and women engaged in a self-employed occupation. The European Union also promotes diversity in companies through the creation of the Diversity Charter, a significant measure taken by the member states and companies in order to ensure lack of discrimination at the working place. France was the first country to introduce a diversity charter after following Germany, Italy, Spain, Austria, Sweden, Poland, Luxembourg, Finland, Ireland, Estonia, Denmark, and Czech Republic. According to the European Commission, the following situations often prevent young people from taking part in employment: formal and non-formal education, transnational mobility, democratic process and society at large, disability, health problems, educational difficulties, cultural differences, economic obstacles, geographical obstacles, social obstacles. Young people involved in volunteering can benefit from a series of projects and initiatives. Youth exchanges offer an international mobility experience in the safety of a group and only need one partnered organization to do so. The rather short duration makes the involvement of young people with fewer opportunities appropriate. European Voluntary Service (EVS) normally lasts from 2 to 12 months, but for EVS activities involving young people with fewer opportunities, it is allowed to go for a short period, starting from 2 weeks. Transnational youth initiatives, in the context of a strategic partnership, allow informal groups of young people in minimum 2 countries to address challenges encountered in their communities. Erasmus Plus also has a number of project types in the field of youth that allow youth workers to improve their skills and competencies in inclusion and diversity. Training and networking allows youth workers and youth leaders to exchange and gain professional competencies to work on inclusion and diversity. Strategic partnerships is a new format introduced under Erasmus+, aiming to support projects that develop innovative practices and ideas. Structured dialogue allows organizations to set up national or international meetings to interact with policymakers, get the voice of young people with fewer opportunities, and target the topic of inclusion. During these programs, additional support is provided for young people with fewer opportunities who often just need a little more support to make the transition to an international project. There are several funding options available under Erasmus Plus for this purpose: advanced planning visits, additional group leaders, mentorship, recognition, linguistic support. When dealing with a multicultural or a diverse group, the youth worker has 2 beautiful and challenging tasks: get the group united and keep the group united. Some of the competencies needed to get a multicultural or diverse group united and to keep them united are awareness of the existence and functioning of discrimination, competencies to facilitate learning about prejudice and discrimination, capacity to anticipate possible challenges and design appropriate strategies, capacity to encourage the expression of different points of view, and many other competencies. On top of that, the youth worker needs a heavy suitcase equipped with abilities such as ability for reflected tolerance of ambiguity, ability to accept diversity, ability to take on new roles, ability to interpret culturally determined behavior. Managing diversity is not an easy task. Youth workers have to make use of all their skills and competencies to manage diversity. Here are some of the actions they can take. Develop a short list of positive and mutually understood and agreed values or behaviors that must be adhered to by all members of the team. Develop a list of negative and destructive behaviors or values that must be eliminated. Ensure that the process is caring, motivational, and empowering whilst developing understanding and maintaining discipline.